You guys get to the steps. Same amount of guards there, about 20 steps. Then a flat plane, 20 steps, flat plane. You reach the door. Two guards standing by the door. There's no guard in front of it. The door is actually wide open when you get there. I would assume you walk into the tower.
Yep.
So, to describe the tower, you walk in, or you're outside of it, and it seems to be really, really slender, right? It does not seem like there is a lot of room within this tower. The only thing that you could really do is just walk up a winding staircase. You walk in, and somehow, some way, it seems to be almost bigger than the entire town. It is just a huge, reaching area with a ton of people running about, walking about. There's guards posted up all over the place, and it just seems to be this massive, massive area.
I go up to one of the guards and ask them where their office is.
You go up to the guard and ask what?
Where the office is.
He looks
I'm
at he looks at
assuming
you
they're just
and
gonna say there's a bunch, but
yeah, he's just like, the office. Which office are you looking for?
okay, thanks. Ricardo, do you remember what that guy's name was?
No, I was about to ask you that as well. He didn't tell me anyways. I wouldn't know. I'm amazed, by the way, just at how big shit is. Like, the space inside. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it looked so small from the outside.
You guys are just standing in the middle of this thing with people like running by you and kind of knocking against you, and no one's really noticing you. They're all just kind of doing their own thing.
Okay. We should try and request or I'm sure the guy works at the office where you can request an audience, so let's just ask where we can do that. You should ask Riley or Rich.
The same guard?
Yeah, I mean anyone.
Okay. I'll go back up to the same guard and say, hey, it's me again. Do you know how we can request an audience?
He looks at you and he's an audience with who?
The wizards. Wizard?
No one ever gets an audience with all the wizards, but a single wizard, sure.
Yeah, okay, sure. Just one. For now.
He kind of reaches over to his to a guard next to him and pulls out a piece of paper and looks at it, and he's like, well, And he goes, I think he can fit you in about 10 minutes.
Perfect.
Alright.
He goes, all right, but can I get a name?
Riley and Ricardo.
He writes down Riley
Cobblepot.
Ricardo. Adds Cobblepot.
Is Rich here as well?
Yeah, Rich is there.
Oh.
Writes
So
down
Rich
all
is
four of your names, and he's like, all right, you need to go to section J, room 9, section J9. Yeah, that's the one.
How do we get there?
He looks up at you, and he's like, he goes, you see that over there? You take a left, and you go down there to the right, take the elevator up, you walk up the stairs over there, you take another right, take a left. That'll put you into section J, then you go down to the 9th number, walk through the door, go through the 9th number, take a left, and then you'll be at section J, room 9.
Okay. Let's see.
Is
Thank
there
you
signs
for-
or anything on the way? Because
Thank you for plotting that out for us, sir. Alright, so we head to J9.
It takes some time. Obviously, you guys have never you guys have never coordinated or traversed something like this, but eventually you do get to the room, and it just has a door there with the number 9 on it.
We knock.
Door swings open, and it's a dimly lit room. There is a wall on the opposite end of the room, but nothing's there. No one seems to be in the room at all. It's just a dimly lit room. There's a couple of chairs to your left. There's a table in the center of it, and on the opposite It's just a normal wall.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
I'll just stay here and wait.
They're supposed to show up here?
Yeah, he said he could fit us in 10 minutes, so... Is there anyone here? I yell.
Kind of echoes back, bounces off the end of the hall, and bounces back to you. You don't hear anything, except for the echo.
I start looking around the room.
Just gonna sit down and stare at the wall in front of me.
Yeah, I'll go with Cobblepot.
Rich, you're in the room?
Yep.
All right, everyone is in the room, and you guys are kind of waiting around. Cobblepot, you're looking around. What exactly are you looking for, Ryan?
Anything interesting? Anything valuable? Anything that catches my eye? Whatever.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay. Is it 13?
It is 13.
13,
Yeah,
20.
barely. You after investigating, you're kind of going down the side of the room, and you get to the opposite end of the room. And when you touch the wall, and you realize that it's not really there, like your hand goes through it. And about that time, when your hand does go through it, you realize that it's an illusionary wall. No one else sees this. His hand just goes straight through it. A voice kind of fills the room, and he goes, "What can I do for you?"
Do we all hear this?
Yep.
Okay. We're like, hey, how's it going? Are
What
you gonna show
can I do
yourself?
for you?
Ask
We're
what
not
you do
from...
for
See a
us.
wizard.
What did you say, Cats?
I said we're not from around here, and we were hoping you could answer some of our questions.
What is your question?
We are from the world of Ehbon, and we're wondering what this place is, and if there's a way out. No one seems to know of our world, and everyone thinks we're crazy, so we were hoping to find a wizard wise enough to guide us and steer us in the right direction.
You don't really hear a response for what seems to be ages. It's only about 30 seconds, and a flash of light hits the room, and then it dims back down. And in the center, you see a plainly clothed man. He's got a black staff with an eye at the top in one hand. He's got a normal cloak on him. Actually, no cloak. He's wearing seems to be just normal kind of commoner pants. A very nicely made up silk shirt and pink boots. And he goes, "Can you say that again?"
I repeat myself, and I say we're not from around here, blah, blah, blah.
He goes, "Where are you from exactly?"
We are from Ehbon. It seems to be a different world or land. We got here through an elevator type thing. A room that just, yeah, it just brought us down here.
And how did you come up across this room?
Well, this guy that looks like a skull kind of told us to go to this portal or this door in Ehbon that could only be opened with human blood. And then we got into this room, and then we pressed a bunch of buttons, and here we are.
He hears all this, and he's kind of
You believe us, right?
he's scratching his chin, and he looks at Ricardo as you're saying all this, and he understands what you're saying, and then when you stop talking, he turns and looks at Rich, who's got his hand kind of in the wall still in the back. He's withdrawn it and studies Rich for Cobblepot for a second, turns and then looks at the two humans, Riley and Rich, and he's just kind of looking at everyone and observing for a second. And he goes, interesting. Can you take me to this elevator or this room or however you came to be?
Guys, I don't know if we want to
Do we even know where it is? Can we still find it? Because if it was in plain sight, I'm sure someone would have found it by now in this land, and no one seemed to know who we were talking about or heard stories about it or anything like that. So I don't know that we can take you to the elevator. It may not be there anymore.
If we took you to the elevator, what would you do once you got there?
He looks at you and he goes, Wizards in this world are simply ones of obtaining information, and from what you guys say, and if it is to be believed, it would be very valued information. So I simply am looking to acquire more about this means of transportation, and it seems like you guys have that information.
So, if you're saying the information would be valuable, and we're the only ones that have it, then perhaps if we shared that with you, you could provide us with some sort of wealth.
He turns to you, Rich, and he's looking at you very oddly. He's inquisitively looking at you and kind of going up and down, and he takes out his staff and draws it upon his hand, like pointing it at you with the tip of it pointed at Rich, and he goes, "You there, where are you from?" And at this point, Cobblepot, you're at the end of the hall, and once again you see the bright blue aura around Rich. And he asks you that question, Rich. You do not see any aura about you. You just have this wizard pointing a staff directly at you, asking where you came from.
What's with the third degree here, man? Look, we came through this. What they were saying was true. I just don't know if we should be telling him this stuff, guys. Aren't you a little concerned that if this is something...
I ask you a question, human. Where are you from?
Real quick, JP.
I give him the name of my town.
Do you want to make...
The town that I'm from.
Do you have a name for that, or you just want to make it up?
I was hoping I had it written down, but it seems like I
don't have your character sheet for it. Or unless it's in your character sheet.
It's not. I will put it in my character sheet. I'm from Boondoggle.
I love Boondoggle.
He goes, Boondoggle. And he's like,
So,
do you know you have a god within you?
Within me?
He looks at you. Yeah, he doesn't answer that question when he says that.
I was really drunk last night. No. What? I don't know that I have a god within me. Who is the god? Or are you calling me a god?
He goes, I am uncertain, but you definitely have or have had a presence with a god.
I mean, I've met gods.
You've met gods?
Yeah, we've met like a half dozen of them.
He puts his staff down and he's just like, one moment, you see a flash of light happen.
Yeah, we've met gods. So you should actually be answering our questions.
Yeah, man.
Flash of light happens and he's no longer there.
Damn it. I was going to say, Ricardo, get him.
So I wanted to do something while that conversation was going on.
Yeah,
sure. I was by the little like fake wall, right?
Yep.
Illusionary wall.
Yep.
I wanted to walk past it.
Okay.
On the other side, and then do I see anything on the other side?
On the other side, it just seems to be a door that, like, when you walk through the room or walk through the door, the wall, the illusionary wall, it seems as if you are then standing in a mirrored room looking the opposite direction with a door that is opposite where you came in, but it looks exactly the same.
Okay. And then what I want to do is I want to cast detect while I'm behind the fake wall. I want to cast detect evil on when I hear that guy start talking.
Hold on. Let's see. You do not detect evil.
Okay.
That's all you want to do?
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do. After that, I was just doing that for like hiding it, and then I'd come back on the other side of the wall.
Okay. The three of you and this wizard are facing. The three of you are more fixated on the wizard, and the wizard's facing the opposite direction, so no one sees Cobblepot do this.
Okay.
Cobblepot, you walk back in. You see the staff pointed at Rich. Then you see the blue aura around him, and you hear the questions asked for Rich, and then the flash of light happens, and the wizard is no longer in the room.
Cool.
Okay, I guess we should just wait for him to come back.
Where
He
did this
did
guy
say
go?
wait a moment.
I think we should figure out what we want to know from this guy. Like, what is our objective here?
I don't know. We're trapped in a different world by the looks of it. Do you have anything better to? I don't.
Well, what were we supposed to do once we open the door? Does anyone remember?
No,
That seems
I
like
don't
an age
remember.
ago.
I'm never going back, so it doesn't matter.
Well, cool. Then what do we care where this place is? If this is home, then figure it out by exploring. Right? No?
I guess. I mean, it'd be good to be homies with the wizards.
I guess for you.
Yeah,
I
I don't really
don't
have
really
anything
care
better
about-
to be doing right now, so.
My first instinct is to bottle up all the water we can, bring it back to Ehbon, and live like kings.
Have you checked your
in a
your
shitty
flask, Ryan?
place.
Have I what?
Have you looked at your flask at all from the water that you?
I mean, I probably would have wanted to drink at some point.
Whenever you decided to look at it, however long ago that was, you realized that there's nothing in the flask.
There's no water in it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Damn it.
guys. Well, let's just wait for the wizard. Talk to him, see what he tells us, and then I don't know. Let's go fuck shit up somewhere in this world.
All right, so you guys are waiting around for actually quite some time. 30 minutes turns into an hour. Hour turns.
I'm not waiting that long.
Okay.
At the 45-minute mark, I'm like, dude, this guy's not coming back. Let's go.
Okay.
I am.
What? You're
I'll
gonna
cast
leave?
Wall of Fog in his office before leaving.
You really cast Wall of Fog?
Yeah.
Okay. You cast Wall of Fog, and when you do, you actually see the Ryan knows it to be an illusionary wall, but the fog actually kind of messes with the image of it a little bit, and you can kind of see that it's somewhat translucent, and you see
Whoa.
the other end of the room.
I poke my head on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it's basically you're just poking, or your head just kind of goes through, and it looks like the same room. Just looks like an extension of the room.
Well, this is pretty fucked up. This guy's hiding something. What's it?
I go to the wall beyond that and try and put my hand through that one.
I try and act surprised, like I did.
Whoa!
Uh,
That's crazy.
Rich, you go to put your hand against the opposite wall, and when you do that, your hand hits the wall, and it kind of hurts your hand a little bit because you did it forcefully, expecting a translucent wall.
I kick it.
You kick the wall.
Damn it. What, is there nothing in this room? Is it just like an empty room?
I mean, there's another door at the end.
Yeah,
uh,
I go try the other door.
The opposite door.
Mm-hmm. The door in the room that was hidden by the illusionary wall.
Yeah, you open the door and look outside. And it's just a normal hallway.
What's at the end of it?
Looks like the same hallway that you guys came in from. Not saying that it is, but it resembles the same hallway.
Should we go this hallway, guys? What do you guys think?
Okay, so here's a question. When we came into this place, did it say J9 on the door or something?
Yeah, when you came into this place,
yeah,
it
it
said
did.
9 on the door.
So then I look at the what it says on the opposite side of the door.
It says 8.
I point that out to the party.
I'm illiterate, so I have no idea. I did not notice.
See, this symbol here is different than the one on the other door. This is an 8.
I can't believe you can actually get information from those scratch marks. I still kind of think you guys are all joking about this whole reading shit.
You should step your literacy game up, Rich.
Yeah, Rich.
Okay, I say we go to on the hole. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Okay, Riley, you should lead the way. You're the
Where are we
strongest.
going?
Let's just walk on that path. The hallway. Let's see
hallway?
where it leads. Yeah.
Alright, I'll lead the way.
I'm Rich. This is why I'm always casting Wall of Fog randomly, just so you know.
I guess it turned out to be useful this time.
Thank
Maybe
you.
maybe you're wiser than I give you credit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys get to the end of the hall. You realize that it is connected to the same room that you walked into the other hall, and it just looks like more rooms for having a audience with a wizard. Nothing out of the ordinary.
That was really boring.
Well, there must be a different wizard in this room.
Maybe
'Cause,
you want to just wait in this one?
I don't know. We could just yell around.
Part of
I
the
mean,
same room. I tried the doorknob.
Maybe,
on
Rich, maybe
one
you
of the
should
things.
kick some other walls and see which ones your foot goes through.
Let's try this doorknob first.
What? Okay. You just open a random room, Rich?
Yeah. Well, okay. I thought you said we were.
You're at
Yeah.
it would just.
So you have.
There's
this
rooms
room,
lined
the
all
third
in these
room.
hallways. And you were in 9. You walked over to 8. You left. Now you're in the hallway, and there's more rooms.
Oh, I get it. So we actually just went to the room that was next door, and they both doors lead out into the corridor.
Yes, and 2 opposite
Okay.
corridors.
So, yeah. Somehow that did not click in my head. I was very confused.
You're too in character.
Yeah. Well, shit. Rich wouldn't have figured that out, so he just opens the door and walks through it.
It is once again a dimly lit room. There is a table in it, chairs. Into the room is a wall.
is there a number 7 on the
He
on
walks
the door?
into door number 5.
5? Okay.
When he walks in, you hear a female voice ask, "What is your question?" Or sorry, what do you want?
Okay. We're like, you must be one of the other mages. We don't actually have an appointment with you, but the other one ditched us.
No appointment? Then get out.
Wait, you're friends with the guy with the pink boots, right?
She just says, "No appointment. Get out."
We just so happen to have a god here, missus.
You hear like a cackling laugh, and the woman goes, "Then I will remove you." And
See
a
for
strong,
yourself.
a really strong gust of wind blows everyone against the wall.
I shout, "Lem!"
You shout, "What?"
Lem. It's the activation word for the ring. And then I realize I don't have the ring on me.
I have the ring.
Who has the ring on you?
The ring. Me.
Is it on your finger?
No.
Okay, nothing happens.
If it was on my... Actually, guys, we could go back to Ehbon with the ring.
No.
Why would we go back to Evan? Screw Evan.
How
Yeah,
bad did this
yeah, but-
this hurt? This like
We're all,
smashing
like,
into.
just smashing.
Yeah.
We're just
All it
all
did,
smashing.
you guys are just pinned against the wall. All you can do is leave the room. Like, you can't progress
Yeah.
forward.
I leave the room. I bounce.
Okay, we'll leave
Yeah.
the room.
I leave.
When you leave the room, there's 2 sets of guards on either end of you. So, like, you guys walk out of the door. Let's say it's a T shape. So, to your left, 2 guards. To your right, 2 guards. In front of you is a wall. And they say, "Come with us." And that's where we'll leave off, because Ryan has to go. So we'll come back.
Throw him under a bus.
When can we, well, I guess that is kind of true. That's a dick move, but whatever. We got to end the show, guys. We'll just say that. When are we playing again? Does everything work for everyone next week?
Next week, I think I have misclicks on Tuesday, but we don't start until 5:30 Pacific time.
You have it on Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday.
We could do, what about Wednesday? Is someone gone
Uh,
Wednesday?
Wednesday evenings, Ryan and I have Mafia.
Well, we could lead in from this to Mafia, could we not?
Yeah. I mean, as long as this ends at like 5:30 or so Pacific, or we could even end at 6 Pacific, and that'd be fine.
6:30 Pacific, which is well,
So
whatever.
5:30 or 6
Well-
Pacific. Yeah.
We'll figure it out off cast. We'll most likely play next week. You guys can just watch itme Weekly for the actual time, or I'll just set it in the channel. So let's do some shoutouts real quick. Ryan, why don't you go first since you need to take off?
Sure. Thank all of you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I have a good time playing Ehbon with this cast, and I'm glad that there's people out there that are enjoying it too. So shout outs to the viewers. My own personal stuff. I have a YouTube, which is youtube.com/RayuZilla. You can subscribe to me there. I have a Twitter, which is @MLGRyan. And I have a Twitch, which is twitch.tv/RayuZilla. I don't know. For those of you who weren't here at the beginning, I'm going to be doing like a pseudo Christmas tonight. And so depending on how late that goes, I may or may not stream, but I won't be live right after this. And then I'm actually going to be in Atlanta for Thanksgiving. I'm leaving tomorrow morning at like 5 a.m. and I'll be back Saturday. So if I don't stream tonight, I'll be streaming Saturday.
Cool stuff. Kat, some shoutouts.
Okay. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Follow me on Twitter @RudCats. And yeah, I'll probably be streaming StarCraft 2 after this. I'm trying to get top 7 on the North American ladder so that I can qualify for Shoutcraft. So I might be streaming in like 20 minutes or something. I might eat something. But yeah, that's twitch.tv/RudCats for anyone that wants to watch. And big shout out to TT Sports and V3 PCs for sponsoring my team, Root Gaming. And yeah, thank you.
Neil, some shoutouts.
Thanks for watching, guys. You can check out my things on twitch.tv/Koibu or youtube.com/Koibu0, Twitter @Koibu0, and reddit.com/r/Koibu. I don't know. I won't be around basically until Sunday because of Thanksgiving and whatnot. So enjoy. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And also congratulations to Caitlin for her win over in Europe.
Ah, thanks.
Sure.
Yeah.
you
Slaying Koreans.
You should slay all the
Basically-
Koreans.
Yeah, basically my full-time job.
Whoa.
All the Korean players
There
in
you go.
StarCraft.
There you go.
I thought that was obvious,
Holy
guys.
shit.
Caitlin, close us out with some shoutouts.
Alright, shout out to my team. I'm wearing my shirt says Hyun's Unstoppable. Hyun's a really good player on our team. Yeah, shout out to my team Quantic. And I'm also going to stream StarCraft 2 after this. So my stream is twitch.tv/Caitlin. And you can also follow my Twitter at twitter.com/Caitlin with an underscore between the Y and the N. And yeah, thanks again for watching.
Cool stuff. As for me, I'll have Ehbon VODs up later tonight. At least the first one on YouTube. We'll have the full VOD up for Twitch viewers here, for subscribers. I mean, I'll be streaming tomorrow at 4 Eastern, same as Thursday, and then Friday we got 8 Bits with DJ Wheat.
Are we streaming together on Thursday or is that offline?
No, we can play Portal 2 on Thursday. That's fine.
Oh, we're playing WoW.
Are we? I didn't actually. I'm not gonna play WoW. Fuck that. That was totally a joke.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll figure out what we're gonna play on Thursday. I think that's it. You can follow here on Twitch as well as youtube.com/itmeJP, where all the VODs go for this show. And it was a fun week. I'm glad that the story is progressing along. I did not anticipate the end. That was not what I expected to happen. But regardless, I'm interested to see where we'll go from here. So that's it, guys. Thanks, everyone, for watching Roleplay Ehbon. We'll be back next week. I'll let you guys know the time when we figure it out. We'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
See you.